Hi, everybody. It's time for some glue bookery. This is the bigger Shut Up and Glue It book, which I should probably explain if you're a new person. This book, to me, is more like what people used to call scrapbooks. Or like I had one pretty similar when I was a kid, where you cut out pictures you like and you based it in. You're not making a collage, you're not making a collection. Although if I ever finish and fill this stuff up, I have gone, yeah, and done some like finishing off. I added this stuff, so I will do that type of thing at some point. And it's sort of, yeah, I'm going to put this up here. That matches well. I'll glue this stuff by myself. But these are also pictures then that don't have another place in another book. They're not going to go with anything. Yeah, then it's an awful lot of babble for a shut up book. Yeah, isn't it? That was part of an ad. It's I forget if it was, I think it's fabric, but anyway, it was part of their ad. Okay. And why it's called Shut Up and Glue It is when I kind of started this. Yeah, I'll put that up there. I had been watching some other glue book people on YouTube, and they were just sort of like gluing. They weren't going, oh, I don't know if this fits. I don't know if this matches. Stuff that Diane does. So it was shut up and glue it down, Diane. Okay, enough of that explanation. This is the En Masse book. But yeah, I didn't put a volume on this, did I? I should do that. What number was this? I haven't done anything with the back either. That was 4, so this is 5. We'll write that right here. There. Okay. It's one of those dumb things, like you think about it when you're nowhere near your glue book. You think about it at, midnight, so you're not going to rush to your craft space and write it down. And when you have your glue book out, you don't think of it. At least that's the way my brain works anymore. I don't know about you guys. And yes, we're still in a brain melting heat wave. We had one day that I turned the air off, and if you're a normal person, you would have just left it on. But I was so sick of air, I turned it off for a day, and now it's right back on. Okay, good. I have some berries, but technically I'm considering this berry-ness to be completed. We'll see if it fits in the other one. I have a clown thing that I know is not going to fit. That's fabric sample from an old fabric catalog. You want to make a dress out of that? I guess it's more like for quilting. But okay, all right. I think I'll cut around. This guy is pretty usable. Okay, I'll do that by myself. No owls. I have 2 swans. That was a logo, I think, of some sort. As is this. You may recognize it. It's the Crystal Company, and I'm not going to say their name because closed caption will never get it right. And without seeing it, reading it, just remembering in my brain what it is, I'll probably get it wrong anyway. Okay. I'm not a crystal person. Are you guys a crystal people? Yeah, Diane's a weird person. I don't like stuff that's like mirrors and plain crystal like that and stuff like that. It's not, I don't know, it's kind of cold, I think, to me. I don't know. Yeah, we know, Diane. You're just weird. Okay. Yeah, it's a good thing I wasn't a homeowner in the 70s when everybody had those, like, well, we never had one when I was a kid, would mirror a wall, an entire wall. I wouldn't do that for $1 million. Well, for $1 million, I'd do it. I admit it. Okay. These glue book sessions, Diane gets off on the stupidest tangents, doesn't she? All right. That's just cut on the edge. We'll have to do that. That was also a fabric sample. Can you tell what that is? It's a salt cellar. That's hard to say. Salt cellar in the shape of a clamshell. Well, that looks kind of dorky, but I would fill in around it. Yeah, but it looks kind of dorky. Is that right? Is it go? Oh, it goes that way. Okay. Okay, can you guys do that? If you see, have you ever see a picture of a flower or something and it's upside down? That practically makes me not dizzy when I see that. I could tell when stuff is upside down. Wow, what a talent. Yeah. Too bad I couldn't make a career out of that, huh? Okay, this one. Well, I guess it has to go there or we have to wait. So I'll just put it there. Okay, and I even have a paper towel handy. Wow. No donuts. There's a horse that I don't know if we have that. Oh, okay, it's this one. But you know, actually the printing is different. Can you see? Okay, I'll do that. Don't tell anybody. Those are postage stamps out of a catalog. I never actually had those stamps. Okay, that looks nice. Can you see way over there? Yes. Okay. Now the rest of this stuff may be the old book. I think it is. No birthday stuff this time. Okay. Okay, you go over there. I haven't found any cool words to finish this off yet. I'm going to do that too because I'm going to seal it so it doesn't get damaged. Oh, we have the word chocolate was off cake mix, I think it was. Yeah, I don't like that. See, this is not shut up and glue it, so I can moan and groan and find fault with everything. Yeah, I don't like it there. Oh, was anyone saying, duh, you forgot shell game? Should put it in the middle. I don't know why I didn't see that. It was staring me right in the face there. Okay. Okay. All right, you can stop shouting. I found it. All right. Where's packaging? Oh, here. Sneak it with a bit, you die. Okay, we had a whisk on the same packaging. Isn't that too cute? And it's going to go somewhere. Even if it doesn't go on here, I'm going to save it. Okay, right there. Kind of cute. And then I thought this was kind of funny. It was Betty Crocker. So it's Betty's Promise. Isn't that nice? She makes you a promise. And if this doesn't fit here, it can go in the junk book. And that would be okay if you want to crowd your stuff. I don't want to crowd my stuff. Same with that. Betty's Promise to crowd your stuff. All right, what about that? That's okay. And if I ever finish that dog altered book, then maybe I can put some more dog stuff in my glue books. I save it for that book now, but I'm sure I'll have leftovers. Okay. Chocolate here. It's okay. I don't like it. It's not going to fit over there either. No miscellaneous. Done, done, done. Secret paper, no chairs. All right, I had a penguin that I may already have. This was a stamp off an envelope. I don't have it. I'm surprised. I would have thought I would have had this already. Ooh. Oh, that's okay. Is this guy gonna sue me because I'm covering him up? All right, we'll put it down there because we're not covering anybody. I wouldn't want to give anybody a complex. Yeah. Okay. Wonder how closed caption will make that sound. Yeah, I just edited my closed caption for today's video, and I mentioned bed spreads, and it said best breads. Close, I guess. All right, and I know, Diane, stop cutting out bowls, but these were cool. Well, this one is small. That can fit somewhere, I'm sure. That's fine. No. No. Uh, okay, I'll use that to fill in that space there. And then the next one with the flowers, I just thought it was pretty. Oh, that's not bad. I wish I would have shot it just a little more straight on. Well, okay, I'll just do that. The bottom of this bowl is not particularly thrilling. I only cut that out because it was a stack and I thought it was kind of cool, but you can hardly even see them now. And then these last two probably will not fit, but they're Fiesta ware bowls, so I had to cut them out. And if they don't fit, I can put them somewhere else. I actually have a very small, this is, they had an old set of mixing bowls way back in like the 40s. And there's a small cobalt blue one. I have that. It was my grandmother's. I keep my napkins in it. Okay, that's going to have to go somewhere else. Okay, here's berries here. Anybody recognize that? It's off a current product. It's icy, ICEE pops. They're like push-up kind of popsicle things. It was cherry and blue raspberries, so I cut it out because of the blue raspberries. Oh, that's not bad. It's not great. Oh, how about that? Okay, this was off that same box. Yes, my black raspberries are being harvested. Did I mention that recently? I have black raspberries, and they were a tad late this year, but this is the time of year we get berries. I make black raspberry and chocolate chip coffee cake. It's to die for. It's so good. It's just a blueberry coffee cake recipe, but I put black raspberries and chocolate chips in it. It is so good. Highly recommend that. Okay, we also have gooseberries and elderberries out of a catalog, neither of which I have ever had. And they may not fit in here. Well, that's okay. I think it's that or nothing anyway. Why don't we switch? Because that's green. Okay. Put it up and it won't fit. Close. Very good. Pots. I don't know if you could tell, this one is kind of cool. It actually has like, I don't know, are they cranes or something on there? You tell me, I can't tell. But it does have a decoration. Oh, that's all right. Okay. That's okay. I don't love it. Oh, that's okay. Whoops. Clunk. Yeah, this book's getting kind of heavy. All right, can you see way down there? Barely, Diane. Okay, and then this greenish one. Okay, looks kind of nice. That's not sticky. Okay, the weird Martian gecko things. Those are monsters that were on postage stamps. That's from a catalog too. So yes, they're monsters. They're not aliens or anything, but you know, they're weird. They're goofy. So we're putting them in here. Actually, I like that by the Space Age. The color matches nicely. I did have these. I might have a couple left even. They're fun. They came with accessories, which I'm not sure if I want to use those or not. I'll show you in a minute here. So what is she talking about? Postage stamps came with accessories? Yeah, they did. Well, the octopus looking one. Okay, can go in there. And she lost it here. Hats, hearts, a couple speech bubbles. Kind of fun. They're actual stickers. You could peel them off and put them on your stamps. I did that for a couple. It was kind of fun. Why don't we give this guy a top hat? And I won't bore you by fussy cutting it now. It'd be kind of cute. This guy wants something. How about a beanie with a propeller? And maybe the other two will just leave. I reserve the right to possibly add a hat to this one. Kind of fun. Cute. All right, I'll do that by myself. Okay. Well, the word chocolate. Go on one of our desserty type things. That's okay. I don't really want to cover up all that cool frosting though. That's okay. Not great. It's not bad. How many dessert pages do you have, Diane? I don't know. Ample. We'll just say ample. Okay. And then I forgot to grab this book. Bear with me here for a sec. That you guys have not seen for a long time. I've been busy with iCAD and making those hardback books and stuff, and I have not done anything in this in a long time. This is scrapbook paper. I was putting lions here. Oh, that's not great, but it fits. No. Well, I guess down there. Okay, I'll glue that in. Okay, folks, that's it. Thanks for watching today. I hope you have a nice day out there. Okay, P.S. today, since I was talking about the raspberries, it kind of dawned on me, maybe some of you have never seen black raspberries, because I never had till I moved into this house. Some previous owner had put them in. This is a day's harvest. Isn't that cool? They're easy to grow, too. And do you see the irony of that bowl, collection pages I have, and I show you this tacky stainless steel bowl? Okay, and I mentioned that Fiestaware bowl. Here it is. I don't know if you could pick up that it's marked. So yeah, this is my grandmother's. I never used it, as a mixing bowl. She apparently did. I don't know if you can see there's some like damage down in there. It's like scratches. That's from her. And then here's a piece of the chocolate chip black raspberry coffee cake I thought I'd show you. It's on a 1992 Fiestaware plate besides. And what makes this so great, in my opinion, is the chocolate, to me, cuts the sweetness of the berries. So I don't like things that are really sweet. Yeah, we know. Okay, thanks everybody. See you later.